Okay, today we have Tim Blakey, physiotherapist, trainer, creator of PR1MEBODY, and just general massive dude.
Thanks for the intro, Josh. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of posture during the workout, okay, and being able to access your full range of motion. Most people will think that static stretching at the end of your workout is the best way to maintain length in your muscles. It's really not. You're far better off doing mobility work at the beginning of your exercise to access that full range and also activate certain muscles. So mobility is basically flexibility but with movement.
So first up, I'm going to be taking through some foam rolling.
Yeah, foam rolling is super important. It basically wakes up your muscles and also mobilizes what's called the fascia. It's a thin membrane surrounds all the muscles, okay? What I like to teach is a really easy flow, so moving from one movement to the other, and you just generally spend more time on the area that feels the most painful, unfortunately.
So like the painful part is the good part, right?
Yeah, it should never be like a sharp pain, like you've pulled your shoulder or pulled a muscle. It should just be like an achy kind of pain. Kind of good after you get used to it. Okay, so getting rolling, start with the upper back. Really good way to open up all the joints that stiffen up in the upper thoracic back. Let's get these arms, cross them right over. You should feel the joints through there open up. And just roll backwards and forwards with your heels. Now this is fine to rest on your back when you've got the supportive ribs around your back. As we move into the lower back, you need to make sure you have your arm on the other side of the roller. So roll on here for as long as you feel, okay? If it's tight, you can roll for longer. Otherwise you move on to the next move, which is up here. So you're going to put your elbow ahead of the roller. Good. Yeah, you're going to bring this arm over to here. You're going to put this leg up on this one. Yeah, so you're kind of tilting over towards one way. You should see you should feel it on the flank of the lower back, just through here.
So it's a little bit like my side lower back.
Exactly, yeah. And as I mentioned, because it's the lumbar spine, it's not protected by ribs, you should always have support on the other side with the elbow. Okay, and next step is instead of on the lumbar spine, you can see he's got up onto his hand and the roller is now sitting underneath his glute. Trust me, everybody is going to find a spot in this position which is excruciating yet kind of good at the same time. Okay, and you've got to spend a bit of time on this one. Now after this, we would do the other side as well, but then we'd move on to the ITB, okay, the side of the thigh, which Josh is going to demonstrate now.
This is going to be fun.
This one tends to be pretty tight, especially in runners, okay? Anyone gearing up for the marathon, this is going to hurt, okay? This front foot is driving the movement, okay? Yeah, he's supporting on his elbow. And try and run the whole length of your thigh. You may be sore at the top, you may be sore at the bottom. Everybody's a little bit different. And unfortunately, you've got to spend more time on where it's sore. Okay, and then moving on and rolling out the hamstring, okay, keeping the legs straight and just driving with the hands up and down. Again, you'll find one area is more tender than the other. Yeah, and then move the roller down and you can work on the calf. Now, if this doesn't feel enough on the calf and you're really sadistic, what you can do is use a barbell, okay, barbell with 2 plates on the end and literally roll your calf on that bar. It's pretty tasty. Okay, and lastly, but not least, we work on your quadricep, okay, rolling up and down, you face down. Yes, it will look like you're humping the roller, but that means you're doing it right. Pay attention to the really top part of the quadricep as it attaches into the hip. That's where it's going to be really tender on a lot of people. And of course, you move the whole way down the quadricep.
So the next part is like a bit of your inner yogi coming out, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's a technique I really like. It's a lunge salutation with a rotation. Mobilize is one of our stiffest areas, which tends to be the hips. You know, everyone sits at desks or offices.
For most people, right?
Exactly, yeah. Okay. So you find that mobilize the hips and also get some nice rotation in the spine. Again, moving through your full range of movement and moving at the same time. Okay, lunge forward, yeah. Both hands either side of the foot, front foot is flat. Now beside the foot that is forward, Josh is going to reach around and look at the thumb. Make sure you keep an eye on your thumb. When you're here, you're pushing your hips forward, the back leg is straight out. You can drop it to the ground if you find this difficult, otherwise keep it straight. In this position you'll feel it more in the glutes, okay? And then Josh is going to come down and drop inside the knee, not holding on to anything. That arm is not touching the ground. As he ducks down here, he's going to feel it in the groin, okay? Come back up. And you want to repeat this about 5 times. So everywhere around the hip, glute, lower back, and then we're going into the groin.
And then just squats for days?
Yeah, the last one is just a body weight deep squat, okay? Basically a movement every 2-year-old can do and only about 10% of the adult population can do, okay? It's a movement we should all be able to access and we should be able to do. So I'm going to show you variations. If you can't get the full way down, I'm going to show you variations and ways you can do it and progress.
Wide feet, right?
Yeah, so actually the width of the feet can be whatever is more comfortable for you. Okay, the goal is to keep the whole foot on the ground though, you can't go onto your toes. Ladies, if you can't stay on your heels, it means that you're probably wearing too many heels, okay? That's calf flexibility that you need to work on. Let's squat down. That's my problem. Yeah. And you should be able to get down to a position where your quads aren't active. You should be able to sit here all day, okay? If you travel through Southeast Asia, you'll see that they can sit here for hours, okay? Don't worry too much about the back position. You're not carrying weights, so there's no harm in flexing the back. Once you're in that position, get your elbows inside your knees and you can sort of wiggle around a little bit. That's good, Josh. Now, if you are unable to get fully down and there is tension through the quads, you're not going to be able to hold this for very long. So come back up. A really good way to regress it is to come over here. So do a squat and just use that pole, okay? That's going to stop you from toppling backwards as you use your heel, as you keep your heel on the ground, and then you can practice straightening your back in this bottom position. So give that a go, Josh. Again, feet as narrow or wide as you like, and you just practice getting those hips as low to the ground. And wiggle around a little bit. If calf tightness is a problem for you, work on getting that knee over the toes, so moving forward. Yep.
So in your opinion, all this mobility stuff is better than stretching after your workout?
100%. You're going to get so much more out of mobilizing the areas you need to before you train, okay, and activating the muscles that maybe have become a little bit lazy. You get more out of your workout, you'll hit the areas that you need to, and you'll gain flexibility as well.
More out of your workout, I like that.
Boom.